It's a story that's been 25 years in the making, and our news is here to tell it. The Atlantis Resort opened the world-famous Royal Towers 25 years ago. Watch our news live at 7 and 7:30 nightly starting December 4th for a week on location from the towers. It's time to celebrate and commemorate 25 years with the place helping to make our tourism industry great. Join us for the biggest birthday party in the country starting Monday, December 4th. We are live for night 3 of our special broadcast from Atlanta celebrating 25 years. The feature reports and giveaways continue. But first, the PLP's Kingsley Smith is sworn in as the newest member of parliament after his November by-election win. This as the opposition deals with the question of leadership. Plus, that shark attack that claimed the life of an American woman now being addressed by cabinet. Then in our news at 7:30, we will support her. The Prime Minister addresses that alleged attack of an American transgender woman. Our news live at 7 starts right now. These pictures now from outside the Saul Kersner Suite at Atlantis, where we are coming to you live for our week-long special broadcast. Welcome to our news live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kendino Knowles. 3 days into our countdown to Atlantis' 25th birthday, and we've got more features from across the property, and of course, lots more giveaways to get to. But first, it was a big day in the House of Assembly as Kingsley Smith took the oath and was sworn in as the new Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini. Smith won the November 22nd by-election following the sudden death of former MP Obi Wilchcombe in September. In his first address, Smith committed to continuing the work Wilchcombe started.
I am here not only to speak, but to listen, not only to lead, but to collaborate, and not only to represent, but to truly embody the hopes and desires of our people. Madam Speaker, I am immensely proud to be a part of a team that is dedicated to delivering on the promise of a new day for the Bahamas. Our vision is clear, our resolve is strong, and our commitment is unwavering. The promise of what Grand Bahama can become is a driving force in our mission.
Meanwhile, the leader of the opposition Free National Movement addressing calls for a national convention has summoned the party, questioned his leadership. Berthany McDermott has this.
The F&M leader says he sees it as a blip on the radar. Days after former F&M cabinet minister Desmond Bannister wrote an open letter calling for a national convention, Michael Pintard is breaking his silence.
It is rather sad to watch somebody who we have all admired for so long to condescend to be the chief spokesperson for someone who's been a bad actor.
Pintard was referring to F&M Vice Chairman Richard Johnson, who has trod a rocky road with the party. Johnson is in an ongoing court battle with the party's leadership and has on multiple occasions expressed his unwavering support for former party leader Dr. Hubert Minnis, even going as far as saying he should return as leader. Pintard also said it was disappointing his attention wasn't directed towards ongoing national issues.
Similarly, we are facing this threat of unregulated development throughout the country. He might better serve the country by weighing in on a more consistent basis about the way forward.
F&M Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands told the Nassau Guardian Bannister has been missing in action for the last 2 years and has very little to do with the running of the F&M. But Pintard doesn't think this will affect the party going forward.
We expect that this will be a blip on the radar come 2026. We'll be successful in replacing this administration, but it is unhelpful.
Bannister called for a national convention. Sands said a convention will be held between February and October. Pintard invites those concerned about the issue to weigh in.
They seem to avoid coming to the council because they have a different agenda. The agenda is not convention. It's to sow seeds of discord and sow seeds of division.
Reporting for News, I'm Berthany McDermott.
A man who was on bail for sex crimes against children is back behind bars on a rape charge. Prosecutors say 30-year-old Dennis Zalian raped a 25-year-old woman on November 25th after giving her a ride home. He was asked to plead when he appeared or not asked to plead, that is, when he appeared before Assistant Chief Magistrate Carolyn Vogt Evans. He was denied bail. He's expected back in court in March to be indicted. At the time of his arrest, Cizalian was on bail for allegedly molesting a 6-year-old girl and forcing the child to perform sex acts. He's expected to be tried on those allegations in 2025. And following another deadly shark attack that took the life of a 44-year-old Boston woman on Monday, the issue is now being discussed by Cabinet. Lauren Erickson Van Wart was killed during the deadly attack. Authorities say she was paddle boarding with her new husband near the Sandals Resort when she was attacked. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism Chester Cooper says the Davis administration is keeping a close eye on the issue.
The issue of sharks is really being addressed by the Cabinet. There have been similar incidences elsewhere in the world. We're monitoring it.
All right, to see this story again, head over to ournews.bs. We've got much more to get to from around the Atlantis Resort tonight, including an underwater experience with yours truly. But for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. And of course, meteorologist Greg Thompson, he's standing by, but on the other side of the Saul Kersner suite. Greg?
And a happy evening, everybody. A very cool evening. Temperatures now into the low 70s. Upper 60s across the northwest Bahamas, 73 degrees outside our studios right now. The winds are really whipping out there now, 12 miles per hour, 12 knots actually, and it is gusting at times. Feels like temperature in the low 70s. Of course, temperatures around the islands right now, 66 in Freeport, 67 over in Abaco. We pick up low to mid 70s across the central portions of the Bahamas, 74 in Andros, over in the Exuma, 75, 76 in Long Island. And down the deep south, we have temperatures near the 80-degree mark with 77s in Acklands and Cricket, Maguana. And our neighbors to the southeast, Turks and Caicos Islands, you guys are 78 at this hour. Satellite view, that frontal boundary that moves through the northwest Bahamas is now across the central Bahamas, but we have a second one now getting into the northwest Bahamas, and that's going to be ushering the nice change in the air mass. We're looking for some very cool temperatures over the next couple of days, and then we expect another front by next week, Monday. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us, so look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Thanks, Greg. And still to come on our news, an underwater adventure. We take you on a snorkel of the ruins at Atlantis in our countdown to its 25th birthday. Plus, an executive joins us on set to talk about the people that helped make the Atlantis experience. When our news returns.
Your home for holiday shopping.
It's a story that's been 25 years in the making, and our news is here to tell it. The Atlantis Resort opened the world-famous Royal Towers 25 years ago. Watch our news live at 7 and 7:30 nightly starting December 4th for a week on location from the towers. It's time to celebrate and commemorate 25 years with the place helping to make our tourism industry great. Join us for the biggest birthday party in the country starting Monday, December 4th.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
To trade in my suit and tie for a wetsuit on an underwater adventure. We got to snorkel the ruins as we celebrate 25 years of the Atlantis experience this week, seeing the aquarium from inside the resort. I can tell you it's one thing, but to swim in it, it's one of the most thrilling experiences. Take a look.
Welcome to Snorkel the Ruins. You're going to be snorkeling in one of the biggest open air aquariums in the Caribbean. We have a bunch of fish in here for you to see. We have some stingrays and we have 2 types of shark.
I hope you got a group in there for me to see.
Definitely have a group in there as well. We have 2 types. We have the Nassau grouper, but we also have the blackfin grouper in there as well. They like to hide, so we have to look for them.
Okay. All right, so I grew up in Tarpon Bay, and jumping off the dock was a thing for us. But I would come to the Atlantis and see the aquarium all the time and want to get in the water. And now I get to do it, so I'm so excited. Come.
So if you're looking right here, you're going to see this big blackfin grouper. We call her dinner just because she eats a lot, okay? And if you look over here, you're going to see a nice big southern stingray.
All right, so we're halfway through. We saw a zebra shark already on that side. I got to swim with the stingrays. I saw one coming up next to me. And there's another zebra shark on this side. We'll just say hi from here. What is the best part of this work for you?
The best part is to get to talk to the people, to learn more about the environment that we do, and you also get to put smiles on people's faces.
Ever thought about an underwater wedding?
I'll tell you, it wasn't at all for my mind, but it's good to know now.
So to do this today, it's a really amazing experience. And guys, you have to come and do it. Don't just see the aquarium from inside. Come inside the water. All right, I'm gonna sit back. A lot of fun, and for more on the celebration, we're happy to be joined tonight by Senior Vice President of Human Resources, Tamika Forbes. Ms. Forbes, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Happy to be here.
I was really excited on that Snorkel of the Ruins today, and I got a chance to speak with the blue aquarist who told me that the thing that she loves about this work is just getting to engage with the guests. It's such a moment of Atlantis pride. Just constantly we've been hearing that. I want to know, you joined the resort some time back. This 25 years now, though, you get a chance to reflect on the resort's journey, and I want to find out from you, you're serving at such a critical moment. Can you tell us about your own pride for the work of Atlantis?
Yes, I'm so happy to be here representing the Human Resources Division of Atlantis. And, I'm proud of what our organization is not only doing for the community, but also for our environment and also for our employees. We celebrate their success, and we also value them. They're critical to what we do.
Yeah, and that was felt today on that Snorkel of the Ruin. I want to find out, too, from you, how has this milestone anniversary influenced your approach to talent management? There's development that goes into that. What strategies have you implemented to ensure that there's continued growth and satisfaction of the resort staff?
Employee engagement is very important, and we engage in so many ways by celebrating, rewarding, ensuring that, in terms of what we offer to our employees, they consider us their employer of choice. Yeah. And so this 25th anniversary shows that we have a rich history of supporting our team members, but also celebrating them. Yeah. And we have over a number of employees who have been here for 25 years, 384 team members. And also we celebrate them through various employee engagement exercises.
Yeah. I want to know how you're recognizing and rewarding employees for their contributions to the success of the resort. I think on the screen we can see a moment from the Emerald Awards. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Definitely. We have the Emerald Awards, but they're part of our award celebrations where we actually award our high performers every quarter. and it ends in a grand celebration with grand prizes for our team members.
Sure.
And, you know, it's a time of excitement across the resort. Being nominated is huge for our team members. Also being celebrated in a major way.
Yeah.
And being able to say that I'm the Employee of the Year, whether back of house,
It's
front
a
of house.
coveted title, right?
It's a coveted title. And we're proud to run those programs and ensure that our team members are engaged around working for such a fabulous organization.
What about you?
You know what? I've been here for 14 years, and I think one of the things that excites me about our resort is that we're innovative. We are really, really focused on a remarkable guest experience and delivering one.
Sure.
But also ensuring that our team members feel a part of that remarkable experience.
And we have felt that. Thank you so much for that. That is Atlanta's Senior VP of Human Resources, Tamika Forbes. Thank you for sharing and for inviting us to stay, and we'll have you back on in just a bit. But the celebration continues tonight with more giveaways for our viewers at home and online. Remember, head over to Our News Bahamas social media pages to find the trivia question. It could land you a dinner for two or an extended stay. You can find the rules on Facebook, but tonight's question, it'll be posted on Twitter at ournewsrev. That's at ournewsrev. Head over there now to learn more about your chances to win coming up. To stories making headlines across the world as new signs emerge of widespread sexual crimes by Hamas. Plus, a pilot accused of attempting to shut off plane engines mid-air is indicted. And a former DEA informant, the latest to plead guilty in the assassination plot of Haiti's president. The story when Our News returns. It's a story that's been 25 years in the making, and Our News is here to tell it. The Atlantis Resort opened the world-famous Royal Towers 25 years ago. Watch Our News live at 7 and 7:30 nightly starting December 4th for a week on location from the towers. It's time to celebrate and commemorate 25 years with the place helping to make our tourism industry great. Join us for the biggest birthday party in the country starting Monday, December 4th.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
These pictures now of the Royal Towers at Atlantis celebrating 25 years. This is Our News. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. A trigger warning for our audience tonight as graphic details in this next story with Israeli police who have published video footage of eyewitness accounts of sexual abuse by Hamas in the October 7th attack. one of them from an unnamed witness. In it, she said she saw a gunman gang rape one woman and cut off the breast of another and throw it on the street. Later, police added she saw a gunman shoot the woman in the head while raping her. Police declined to name the witness. Of the 1,200 people killed in the attack, authorities said at least 300 were women. The Alaska Airlines pilot, who allegedly attempted to shut off the engines of a passenger plane mid-flight in October, was indicted on 84 counts in an Oregon court Tuesday. The grand jury indicted Joseph Emerson on one count of endangering aircraft in the first degree and 83 counts of recklessly endangering another person. That's one for each person on board the aircraft at the time of the October 22nd incident. Emerson's attorneys applauded the grand jury's decision not to charge him with 83 counts of attempted murder. He's set to be arraigned on December 7th and face similar federal charges. And Joseph Vincent, a former confidential informant for the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, pleaded guilty Tuesday to conspiring to assassinate Haitian President Jovenel Moïse back in 2021. The dual Haitian-American citizen who lived in the U.S. is the fourth of 11 defendants in Miami to plead guilty. He faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. Authorities say about 20 Colombians and several dual Haitian-American citizens participated in the plot. His sentencing hearing is set for January 9th next year. Well, downtown roadways are known to flood due to poor drainage maintenance, and tonight the Ministry of Works says they're working to address this. Joshua Williams has more in tonight's Work in Progress segment.
When it rains, it pours, and for many streets in the capital, flooding continues to be an issue, particularly on Bay and Dowsville streets. But how did these drains get this way? Senior engineer in the Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs, Henry Moxey, points to old infrastructure and years of wear and tear.
Well, what we in essence found was that there was a blockage in the main access point between Dowsville Street along over Bay Street that would take you to the outfall point. That area is still congested, but what we would have done was provided some relief that the water can move off sections of Bay Street and get back underground.
With this vexing issue, the Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs has begun clearing and restoring drainage flows in eastern downtown.
There were box drains put under the Bay Street to compensate for the reclamation of the land. Those areas that were constructed maybe 80 to 100 years ago, with the increase in traffic volume, with the weight loading and the like, lack of maintenance over a period of time, those areas would have been impacted negatively. In addition to there being utilities that runs now in areas where the drainage would have normally have ran, they too have actually reduced the capacity or carrying capacity of those drains.
Reporting for Work in Progress for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
Still to come in Our News, lunch at the Shake Shack. Our Danielle Miller takes us on another culinary experience at Atlantis. Then in Our News at 7:30, the Prime Minister says we will support her after a transgender woman is allegedly attacked at a nightclub. And hoteliers weigh in on that recent shark attack, calling them extremely rare, when Our News returns. It's a story that's been 25 years in the making, and Our News is here to tell it. The Atlantis Resort opened the world-famous Royal Towers 25 years ago. Watch Our News live at 7 and 7:30 nightly starting December 4th for a week on location from the towers. It's time to celebrate and commemorate 25 years with the place helping to make our tourism industry great. Join us for the biggest birthday party in the country starting Monday, December 4th.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions,
This is Our News. Welcome back. To find out all the events that happen on this day in Bahamian history, be sure and head over to ournews.bs. This week's culinary adventure as we count down to Atlantis' 25th birthday continues with our Danielle Miller, and today she somehow managed to wrangle a friend into her royal escapades. Danielle?
I don't know about wrangle, Ken, but I do know about a friendly bar call. You want to know who my guest was? Find out in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Shake Shack. Located in Aquaventure, Atlantis has one of the most elaborate setups in the franchise. With a restaurant and bar, I opted for the bar option. And while I was there, I ran into fellow reporter Marlena Leonard.
Marlena! That's the kid side. Come on over to adult time. You have all of this, like the windows, and you get to look out in the day at like the palm trees and a little bit of what's going on at Aquaventure. And then in the night, of course, around here, it looks so tropical, paradise, nighttime type of vibe. And it just like sets the mood for you to get drunk.
Not where I thought that said. So I've been very curious to come in here all week because I won't lie, I've been to Shake Shack a couple of times. But, I'm always distracted by that gorgeous aquarium in there. And I'm pretty sure it's the only Shake Shack in the world that has an aquarium.
This Chicken Shack burger is like my favorite burger on the menu. I love it.
I got the Shack burger. I've also had the Smoke Shack. That one, I think I keep yo-yoing between the two of them. That one has like the right amount of spice, but not like burn your mouth so you can't taste anything.
Marlena was definitely a fun lunch date. I'm hoping to see some of you guys in Shake Shack later in the week. Back to you, Ken.
All right, and just so you know, Danielle, TC and I did make it to Shake Shack yesterday. So I'll see you guys when you get back to watch that story again. And for all of today's top stories, you can visit ournews.bs. It's going to do it for us in News at 7. Joining us now is Italia Hall. She's got the latest headlines. Italia?
Ken, I saw you in the water today in your wetsuit. How was it? Did you enjoy?
I had getting into that wetsuit?
Yes.
TC can tell you the stories.
Yeah, I'm so happy to see you having fun.
It was a lot of fun.
For sure. Well, we have lots more news to get to. Here are your latest headlines. The celebration continues. First tonight on Our News Live at 7:30. The Atlantis Resort is celebrating 25 years in the Bahamas. Hear from a senior executive coming up. Also, the nation's leaders responding to an alleged attack against a transgender visitor. Plus, is it time to relocate the annual Junkanoo parades? The Prime Minister speaks. And later, did you know that the Atlantis Resort has their very own Paw Patrol? Our Marlena Leonard is live on location. She'll tell you all about it when our news live at 7:30 returns.
It's a story that's been 25 years in the making, and our news is here to tell it. The Atlantis Resort opened the world-famous Royal Towers 25 years ago. Watch our news live at 7 and 7:30 nightly starting December 4th for a week on location from the towers. It's time to celebrate and commemorate 25 years with the place helping to make our tourism industry great. Join us for the biggest birthday party in the country starting Monday, December 4th.
Have you heard that sound? It's the sound of us. Since our origins, we burst music. Our sounds mix together. So let us hear your sound too. Your sound of passion, of joy, of friendship. The sound of your style and the beat of your night. It's time to play together the sound of Guinness, the sounds of greatness.
At the Atlantis Resort. Welcome to our news. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. Tonight, the nation's leader is sounding off on an alleged attack against a transgender visitor who, according to her lawyer, will pursue legal action. The PM insists hate crimes will not be tolerated. Joshua Williams reports.
Prime Minister Philip Davis is speaking out tonight following the alleged assault of an American transgender at a local nightclub over the weekend. Speaking on behalf of the alleged victim, China Diamond, her attorney Mark Roll says Diamond was viciously attacked by a group of men and was left beaten and bruised. The Prime Minister says the act is unacceptable.
I condemn violence in any form, particularly where it seemed to be undergirded by hate for or dislike of any particular preference or any particular views held by others. That is not tolerated and should not be tolerated in this country.
According to her attorney, Diamond is gearing up to sue.
I want to express my concern and to the victim, and let that person know, let her know that we would be supporting her in whichever way we can to help her through that traumatic experience. In addition, the perpetrator ought to be held to account.
Now, President of the Bahamas Hotel and Tourism Association, Robert Sands, is also weighing in on the issue. He believes the incident is isolated and does not impact the tourism industry as a whole.
Let us not dwell on isolated instances that represent a minimum iota of something that's negative. Now, one occurrence is not good. I think the odds that we are doing something right and have the opportunity to improve on that is a good thing.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
How Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism Chester Cooper is describing the American transgender woman's claims she was the victim of a hate crime. Cooper was asked if he thinks a potential lawsuit will have an impact on the country's image.
The incident is regrettable, but I don't think it has any wide-reaching impact on tourism or the Bahamas generally. We are a peaceful nation. We coexist nicely with all of our guests.
Cooper adding the Bahamas attracts a wide range of guests and has become a leader in the global tourism market.
We are a peaceful and tolerant people, and I think the world understands this. We've built our brand over a long period of time, and everyone wants to come to the Bahamas.
All right, well, several top hoteliers say they're not too concerned about Monday's deadly shark attack. The deadly incident took place in waters just off Sandals Resort after 11 a.m. and 44-year-old Lauren Erickson Van Wart from Boston was killed. Here is Managing Director for The Point, Craig Martin.
It's a very rare attack, and so as long as we're prepared for it and the tourists watch out what they're doing, it should never be a problem. So it's something that's rare. It does create headlines, but it's not a normal occurrence.
Bahamas Senior Vice President Robert Sands says he wants to focus on the positive.
Let us not focus on a negative. We all know that shark attacks are rare worldwide, that the occurrences of tragedy are very, very low, and it is most unfortunate. Let us focus on the opportunity that we have with these numbers of tourists, that once they have come to the islands of the Bahamas, they have a satisfied vacation, and we have exceeded their expectations once they're left in providing them with experiences that they will be very happy to recommend to others and cause multiple others to return to the islands of the Bahamas.
All right, well, we have much more to get to, but first, our Greg Thompson joins us live from the Saul Kersner Suite. Greg, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Natalia. Cool evening outside if you haven't been outside already. Temperatures already into the low 70s, 73 outside the hotel right now. Winds are northerly at 12 knots, and they are going to be picking up as we do have a wind surge coming through, but that's going to make it feel like a very cool 71 degrees on the outside. Satellite view, we have a frontal boundary now across the central Bahamas, most of the clouds fading with that, but a second front now pushing into the northwest Bahamas. That's the front that's going to really be ushering in some nice cooler temperatures for us. So we're looking at temperatures over the next couple of days into the 70s, and then by the weekend we're back into the 80s, and a second front expected by Monday. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on our news, the question has been asked whether Junkanoo should move to another location. This as space is limited at the upcoming parades. And later, Paw Patrol will introduce you to two of Atlantis' four-legged officers, Boomer and Terry. Our Marlena Leonard is live on location with the furry pets when our news continues. Stay with us.
Doctors Hospital has reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Exuma, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better.
Junction off Bay Street has been around for many, many years because it is felt that Junction has outgrown Bay Street. But the essence of Junction is Bay Street. And so the question is, do we move that essence of Junction from Bay Street? We're not giving any consideration for that at this time. It's just a question of managing persons. We could only accommodate so many people on Bay Street, and those who are unable to come, we may have to find a way to ensure that they could see it either virtually or set up virtual settings, virtual viewing.
Our special broadcast from the Atlantis Resort celebrating its 25th birthday continues from inside the Saul Kersner Suite. And if you've been watching Our News this week, then you know we've got lots of giveaways to win in our nightly trivia. Tonight's question posted on Twitter asks, how many fish and sea life does Atlantis have on its property? If you want to get in on the prizes, head on over to Our News Rev on Twitter for a chance to win. We'll announce the winner in about 5 minutes. Well, we often picture cameras and guards when we think of security measures, but there's another element to Atlantis that's up its sleeve to keep guests and staff safe. Their K9 unit. Our Marlena Leonard spent some time this week getting to know some of the officers. Our Marlena Leonard is standing by. Marlena, what was that like?
You know, Italia, I'm always happy whenever I get to hear that I'm going to spend some time with animals for the day, and that's my job. And so I was really excited to hear that I was going to get to learn more about Atlantis' K9 unit. So as we'll get to learn more, we're actually here with Terry, who's one of their K9 officers. But the first thing I wanted to learn was, what does the K9 unit do? So we're going to find out more about that right now.
The K9 unit's main objective is to provide support to the security team in an overall capacity, but more specifically to provide safety and protection for the officers as they carry out their duties. We provide access control, and the K9 unit is the first line of defense for any, let's say, malicious activities or armed response that we may encounter while executing those duties.
Supervisor of the K9 unit compound and second in command, Arlington Sweeting, has been in the unit for decades.
I've been with the kennels for the past 30 years. It is important because we do protection work for the island. We work back of the house, we do road patrol, we do escorts, basically protection of guests on staff.
Sweeting gave us a tour of the kennels this morning, where we learned it's not just a spot for the big boys. And they didn't only tell us about their dogs, we got to see them in action, too. 3.5-year-old Belgian Malinois Boomer was particularly impressive.
Boomer here is a dual-purpose worker. That means he's a detection dog and he's a guard dog. And today, in one of these cars, is hidden an explosive. And Boomer's going to tell us which one it is.
We also got to join detection dog Terry on a routine check of the Royal Towers. And Sweeting tells us there is a secret ingredient when it comes to properly training a dog.
Dog training is ongoing. To get a detection dog in good working condition, it could go from anywhere from 2 months and beyond. There is bonding. In order to work with a dog, you got to first have love for animals. Once you and the dog have a good bonding, then the obedience training would come naturally.
Well, there you have it. You were able to see Terry in action in that report, and he's busy working tonight, and K9 Manager Bradley was kind enough to bring Terry out so you could meet him yourself. So I've had the best time at the K9 unit. Thank you so much for letting me in and get an inside look.
You're much welcome.
Back to you, Italia.
Brave. I can't do it, but thanks so much for that report. Of course, our Marlena Leonard reporting live at the Atlantis Resort. Well, you've still got a chance to participate in tonight's trivia question posted on Twitter. It asks, how many fish and sea life does Atlantis have on its property? If you want to get in on the prizes, head on over to Our News Rev on Twitter for a chance to win. We'll announce the winner in about 5 minutes. Well, helping us celebrate tonight is Senior Vice President of Human Resources, Tamika Forbes. Ms. Forbes, thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Sure thing.
And we are so happy to celebrate with you as Atlantis celebrates 25 years of excellence. Well, you're the head of the Human Resources Department.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how the team contributed to making a memorable and engaging experience for employees here. What all goes into that?
You know, we have an entire department that's actually dedicated to our employee events and communication. And so in terms of events, we have events such as Employee Appreciation, which we celebrated twice this year. And also we gave out some huge prizes, et cetera, to celebrate them for the work that they've been doing and delivering on our guest experience.
Also, what goes into ensuring that employees feel valued? You know, that's a key component. Yes. For any company to ensure that they feel appreciated?
You know, it's all about giving positive feedback. It's about ensuring that when there's an opportunity to celebrate for dedicated service, as we did last week with our 20, 30, and 40-year employees, you know, it's about making sure that they feel comfortable with the service that they're delivering, and that we are also providing them with the training, with the on-the-job focus that they need in order to deliver that exceptional experience.
Okay. And of course, employee retention is crucial for the long-term success of any organization. What retention strategies has the HR department put in place?
So when we talk about employee engagement, we've got to ensure that our teams feel valued, that we're communicating effectively on all changes across the resort, but also that they feel valued in delivering to the guests in terms of, you know, just having that opportunity to grow, to learn, and to also feel that, you know what, I'm working with the #1 resort in the Bahamas, and that's Atlantis.
And of course, final question, looking ahead, how does the Human Resources Department plan to leverage the momentum generated by the 25th anniversary celebrations to further enhance employee satisfaction and overall human capital management within the Atlantis Resort?
You know, being an employer of choice is very important to us. And we want to ensure that at the end of the day, we leverage technology to attract, to retain, to also give our employees a chance and opportunity to grow and develop in their current roles. And also in terms of retention, it's important to engage employees through our onboarding practices and also retain them through making sure that they are managed fairly and they are treated with the respect that they deserve. And they recognize that they're valued by their managers and also by our leadership teams.
All right, congrats to you and your team.
Thank you.
And of course, that was Atlantis Senior Vice President of Human Resources, Tamika Forbes. Once again, thank you so much for having us.
Very welcome.
And the 25th Atlantis birthday celebration continues tonight with more giveaways for our viewers at home and online. Remember to head on over to Our News Bahamas social media pages to find the trivia question that could land you dinners for 2 or extended stays. You can find the rules on Facebook. But tonight's question, it's already posted. Head there now to get your answers in and learn more about your chances to win coming up.
Young tennis players ball out and UB Soccer takes to the pitch. Don't go anywhere. Our sports is coming up next.
Breezy but overall nice weather conditions on this Wednesday. Greg is back at the Saul Kersner Suite with your extended forecast right after this quick break.
First we plan, then we innovate, then we build. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we are committed to quality, to safety, and to service. We know that the road you take is just as important as your final destination. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, it is our job to make sure the road and the ride are as smooth as possible. From striping roads to building them, we are the right choice, the trusted choice, the only choice to help you build your tomorrow.
For 38 years, Struckham Commercial Pest Services has provided trained certified technicians while using environmentally safe industry standard products. Pests can devastate your business. Together, we will ensure adequate sanitation standards and safe pest exclusion methods. Uncontrolled pest problems lead to significant financial loss due to food contamination, business disruption, and stock waste. Struckham provides detailed solutions protecting your business and reputation. Struckham, #1 in pest control services.
Attention, my Solomon Smart Rewards members! Are you ready for a holiday season filled with savings and rewards? Introducing Triple Point Sundays in Solomon's and Exuma markets. That's right, earn 3 times the points on Sundays, November 5th to December 24th when you shop Solomon's and Exuma markets. Don't miss out on this incredible chance to earn bonus points for your holiday grocery shopping. So triple the joy this holiday season and shop Triple Point Sundays for triple the savings on all the best deals.
Ain't no one else giving you 3 times the points.
Triple points, no more licking and keep on ticking. Ow, baby!
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Last week, the principal.
It's a story that's been 25 years in the making, and our news is here to tell it. The Atlantis Resort opened the world-famous Royal Towers 25 years ago. Watch our news live at 7 and 7:30 nightly starting December 4th for a week on location from the towers. It's time to celebrate and commemorate 25 years with the place helping to make our tourism industry great. Join us for the biggest birthday party in the country starting Monday, December 4th.
Kersner Suite at the Atlantis Resort. This is our news. Welcome back. Youth tennis players excel at a college showcase, and the UB Mingo soccer team plays a tough match. Here's Tej Adderley from the tennis court with a check on sports. Tej.
Thanks, Italia. Good evening. Welcome to Our Sports. I'm Tej Adderley. Island Tennis Bahamas, based right here at the Atlantis Tennis Center, sent a group of young athletes to Florida over the weekend where they showed out. 7 Bahamians were among the 200 who played in the University Sports Program Colleges Showcase in Naples, Florida over the weekend. Included on the team were twin brothers Sharano and Siobhan Ohana, Leela O'Brien, Sierra Rogers, Dentry Mortimer Jr., Kai Rees, and Sapphire Ferguson. Coached by Philip Major and Marvin Roll and supported by Atlantis, who hosts the program at its scenic tennis facility, the program aims to teach young tennis players the game and provide them with opportunities to get scholarships and take their games to the next level. Great work by the coaches, the athletes, and Atlantis. Moving things over to the pitch, UB's soccer team was involved in a dogfight with a very tough opponent. The Mingos played a barn burner against the Western Warriors, coming away with the 1-1 draw. Coming out of a scoreless first half, Peter Julimus would score a goal in the 46th minute to put the Mingos up before the Warriors answered in the 51st. Despite getting a few shots on goal, both teams failed to capitalize, ending the game in a stalemate. UB's lone goal scorer took accountability for the team's play.
I was not coming out to practice, including myself. I just go back to the training ground. Like Coach always give us specific instructions that's aligned with us, like told me. We just got to go to practice and follow Coach's plan.
Before we go, Buddy Hield and his Indiana Pacers are in the NBA in-season tournament semis tonight where they play against Giannis, Dame, and the Bucks. That's all the sports we have for today. I'm Tej Adderley.
Sunny but breezy weather as we hit the mid-work week mark. Greg is back with more weather details live from the Atlantis Resort when our news returns. Stay with us.
It's a story that's been 25 years in the making, and our news is here to tell it. The Atlantis Resort opened the world-famous Royal Towers 25 years ago. Watch our news live at 7 and 7:30 nightly starting December 4th for a week on location from the towers. It's time to celebrate and commemorate 25 years with the place helping to make our tourism industry great. Join us for the biggest birthday party in the country starting Monday, December 4th.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper
Welcome back to our news, and now to the winner of tonight's trivia question. Who will receive 4 passes to Aquaventure Water Park? Tonight's question posted on Twitter asks, how many fish and sea life does Atlantis have on its property? Well, Our News follower Margaret Thompson answered correctly with more than 50,000. Congratulations, Margaret, and enjoy your Aquaventure. And if you didn't win any of the prizes so far this week, then no worries. You've got 2 more nights to win. Be sure and stay tuned to Our News Bahamas social media pages to find the trivia question of the night. We look forward to announcing our next winners. Well, in the meantime, cooler temperatures outside the beautiful Atlantis Resort this evening. Our Greg Thompson joins us live for an extended look. Greg, I know you were looking forward to those tickets, but maybe next time.
Yeah, I can keep your fingers crossed on that. But you did mention cooler temperatures. You need to hear the winds outside. It's really breezy outside, and it's going to continue to be that way for the next couple of days as we still have a high-pressure system building across us. Satellite picture showing a frontal boundary now across the central Bahamas that's weakening, but we have a stronger one that's moving into the northwest Bahamas with some isolated showers along the boundary. High pressure will continue to build across the area. We're looking for some really nice temperatures over the next couple of days. 70s up until about Saturday, and then we start to warm up before we see a second front getting here sometime on Monday. But of course, that high pressure system will remain with us. Beaching and boating will be hazardous for the next couple of days. We're asking you beach goers and you boaters to exercise some caution out there. As I mentioned, the two frontal boundaries, one across the central Bahamas, second one now entering the northwest Bahamas, and that will continue to be the pattern over the next couple of days. Speaking of the boating conditions, as I mentioned, small craft advisories posted for really tonight and through tomorrow. The winds are out of the northeast at 15 to 25 knots, but they will fall off 15 to 20 tomorrow, but gusting at times seas 4 to 6 near shore, but building up to 8 feet offshore, and of course they will be in some swells. You can expect a low tide at 8:52 tonight. Your high tide will be at 3:10 in the morning. Taking a look at our extended forecast, 70s for the next couple of days, and we start that warm up by the weekend. Of course, the breezy conditions will continue, but those temperatures at night will be very comfortable. We're looking at some 60s, and then by next week, Tuesday, another front gets in here, so we're looking at a series of fronts for the next several days. That's your look at the weather and your extended forecast. Hope you have a good night.
All right, thanks so much, Greg, and thank you for joining us for our news tonight live from the Atlantis Resort. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening.